All right, guys, we're here at the God of War 3 media event. We're here with John Palamarchuk, lead cinematic artist on God of War 3. Thanks for joining us, John.
You bet. Thank you.
All right, now God of War 3, multi-million-dollar franchise, multi-award-winning franchise. Why end it with 3?
Well, you know, you got to go out with a bang, I think, and we want every release of God of War to be relevant in the industry and in gamers' minds and their memories. We don't want to have a game come out every year or every couple of years, so I think this is a good way to kind of cut it off, put it to the side for a little bit. Maybe at some point we'll revisit it, you know, maybe 10 years from now or something, but we're going to end it here. We've been working on God of War for a long time, our studio, about 8 years, and you know, we have a lot of creative ideas that we want to branch out and work on something else as well.
You see a lot of emulators out there. You got Dante's Inferno, you got Darksiders. What is it about God of War 3 that consistently stands above?
I think probably just the scale of the world and the combat, everything going on, even right off the beginning, the first level, you continue right out of God of War 2. You're on a Titan, you're fighting enemies, the enemies are running around with the Titan. The Titan itself is moving up, scaling up Mount Olympus. There's a battle going on, other Titans are in the battle, you're seeing in the background, there's a whole war going on, all these other gods and everything. There's just so much going on, and you're in the middle of all of it, and it's just a blast. And you know, there's a seamless experience, there's never any loading, there's just a lot of fun. You don't have to worry about the camera, you know, we always take control of the camera for you, give you that, what we think is the best camera angle, the most exciting camera angle, and just we want to make sure players have fun.
For new gamers who are coming into this, they're going to see the commercials, they're going to see game footage online. Can a new gamer who's jumping onto this franchise jump on 3, or do they have to go back and play the other 2?
Absolutely. Each game in the trilogy was actually directed by a different game director, and they all kind of stand on their own a little bit, even though it is a story that continues. But you can jump right in and enjoy the game. You'll have no problems. There's a tutorial mode that you can turn on that can show you some of the basic moves and things like that, and so I'd recommend that. But the games are all completely designed to stand on their own. But you know, if you play the full experience from start to finish, then it's even that much better. So, I mean, yeah, but by all means, jump right in.
Tell us a bit about the graphic engine for this, because first of all, what frame rate is it?
We're running at a variable frame rate between 30 and 60, but by no means are we locked at 30 or 60. You know, we could be running at 33 frames or 45 frames. I think we did a test, and in general, it runs somewhere between 30 and 60 throughout the whole game on average, so it's pretty fast. There's a lot of parts where we're 60 frames a second, and it's just smooth as silk.
Yeah, because I wasn't seeing any slowdown in this at all.
Yeah, when we say 30 to 60, 30 is our bare minimum. The game will not drop below 30, so it is really smooth throughout the entire experience.
You're a lead cinematic artist. Now, usually in past God of War games and other games, you have these high-resolution cinematic effects. Now, all your cinematic effects are done with the in-game engine. Explain the kind of, if there are any difficulties in that, which do you find better?
Well, we're trying to do some of the toughest effects in our story, in our game. We have some pretty wild things that hopefully gamers will get to see pretty soon.
Chaos will rise again!
So, you know, just pulling those off, you know, with some of the footage, stuff like that, we have creatures made of water. You know, how do you pull that off in game, and then how do you pull that off in a cinematic and things like that? It's really challenging. Luckily, we have a great engine, and working with the PS3 has been phenomenal. You know, our graphics programmers, they've been just amazing. You know, they keep coming back to us with new technology, saying, "Hey, you guys should do it this way," and the artists on the team are just so excited. So, you know, it's like Christmas for us when they come up with this new technology. We're always adding new stuff, and you know, something like players might have played the E3 demo that we had. That code is actually about 1.5 years old, and we're running twice as fast since that. So if you played that demo, you'll see that area in the game, and it'll look that much better. Frame rate will be way better. Everything will be much smoother. The texture resolution's sharper. You know, everything. We've gotten so much better since then. I think a lot of people think that our combat is just like simple, but it's really fleshed out this time around. Even going back, I've played the God of War collection recently. That was the remastered 1 and 2 for PS3, and the combat feels very stiff in those games as we've evolved it. It's so much more responsive now. Just the scale of the world is much bigger than what you... If you have a certain level of imagination that, you know, you think the scale is whatever, I bet at some points through the game it's going to be much bigger than what you expect. We're really excited we were able to pull some of that stuff off. And just in general, on top of that, I think the length of the game is about 30 or 35% longer than the past games. We did a lot of focus testing, and the quickest players finished it in maybe 13 hours, something like that. And these were skilled gamers who, some of them were very good. It still took them a very long time.
Could you give us any tidbits about plans for DLC for God of War?
So we love the idea of DLC, and it's a new thing for our studio, like many. If you pre-order from certain retailers right now, you can get exclusive skins and things like that. We like that. We're going to hopefully get some more of that kind of stuff in the future. God of War's always had these combat arena, like challenge arenas at the end when you unlock, or when you finish the game, you unlock these arenas. We have a few in there, and hopefully we can add some more of that kind of stuff. We would like to extend the length of the game and things like that, and really give some cool DLC. We haven't actually even started working on anything yet, but when that comes, it's going to be great value, and hopefully gamers can pick it up, because this is our last God of War, so we want people to really enjoy it, and if they're big fans out there, we want to give them a little bit more special stuff at the end.
Thanks a lot, man. This game is going to be awesome. God of War coming out soon. Check it out, man. Thanks, John.
Thank you.